Hi kids! How are you today? I hope you are doing great. Welcome to another day of learning opportunity. I am your teacher, Ma'am Sheila B. Valdez. Today, we are going to study about text types according to purpose and features, classification, and explanation for Quarter 3, Week 1 in English 5. This video contains information published by the Department of Education in line with MEL. We do not assert ownership on the material being used. To begin another quarter in English 5, today you will know how to distinguish different types of informational or factual text using text structures and language features. As you go on in developing your skill in distinguishing the types of informational text, you will also improve your skills in inferring the meaning of borrowed words and content-specific terms from other learning areas using context clues and reading grade-level text with accuracy, appropriate rate, and proper expression. After going through this lesson, you are expected to distinguish text types according to purpose and features, classification, and explanation. Texts are written for a variety of purposes using different forms and standards of composition. These forms of writings are known as text types. The phrase text type is a way of classifying and defining different types of language interaction, both spoken and written. It refers to the purpose of a text and the way it is written. So, here are some examples of different text types. Classification, explanation, enumeration, and time order. In this part of our lesson, this is going to primarily focus with the first two types of text, which are the classification and explanation text types. Now, what is classification text type? It clarifies or classifies, describes, and gives information about people, animals, and things in phenomena. Example: weather is the continuous changing conditions of air around us. These changes can take many forms, including wind, rain, and snow. They influence how people live every day. When it rains or snows, many persons are often forced to stay indoors. Weather also affects one's choice of clothes. One wears light clothes when the weather is hot and thick, close-fitting clothes when it is cold. Next, we have explanation text type. A factual text type that explains how or why something happened. It begins with the topic, describes items related to the topic in the right order, and explains how these items are related to each other. It may have a conclusion. This type is written in the present tense. Example: the building of gases in the Earth's atmosphere causes the greenhouse effect. With so many gases in the atmosphere, Earth becomes like a greenhouse because the heat from the surface cannot easily escape into the outer space. Because of the gases that block the heat from escaping to the outer space, there is global warming, thus the temperature of the Earth rises. So, for the guide questions, what are the first two types of sex according to purpose? And what is the difference between classification sex and explanation sex? Now, let's move on to learning activities. Learning task number 1. Directions. Look at the picture below and answer the questions in your notebook. For learning task number 2, read the text below and answer the following questions in your notebook. Then, for letter B, directions. To understand the text even more, go back to the selection above or in the previous slide and fill out the chart below. List down the characteristics of each organism in your notebook. Let's move on now to learning task number 3. Read the text below and answer the following questions in your notebook. So, here are the questions. Learning task number 4. Identify the dialogue of each character below, whether it is classification text type or explanation text type. Write your answers in your notebook. Learning task number 5. Sort the following titles of the text below according to its type. Write the title under the correct heading in the table. Do this in your notebook. Next, read the following paragraphs and distinguish and write the type of each text, whether it's classification text type or explanation text type. So, for your reflection, in your notebook, write your personal insights about the lesson using the prompts below. So, that's all for now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.